Hi everyone and welcome back to the multiverse of 100 plus data science project series. In this video, you're going to be creating here an AI-powered resume screening and interview systems using LangChain and Python. Let us start our journey. First of all, let's discuss our system design, that how can you basically creating here our applications. So first of all, you're going to creating here our user interface. And for this case, you're going to be using here the Gradio library in Pythons. You can also using here the first API or you can use any of the library. So in our sections, we have basically two things, input things. One is the upload resume in PDF format. Another one is job descriptions, your requirements. And we have one recruiter or candidates. It's nothing but our large language models. And after that, we are going to processing here our documents because we are going to uploading here the resume in the form of PDFs. So PyPDF loader extracting the text from the PDF files. And after that, you're going to using here an text splitter. So what it can do, it will basically splitting the text into some kind of chunk. Why? Because you know that large language model are unable to processing the text in the large manner. It will give it to in kind of chunk so that LLM have some rate limit error. So it can process it simultaneously. So that's why I need to using here this text splitter so that our LLM is not going to go in the rate limit. And after that, you can see text chunks, and then you're going to passing here our data into our large language model service. And for this case, we're going to be using here the free and open source model from Groq. So you can see powered by Groq and resume analyzers, question generator, and answer evaluations. It's mean that it will doing three things. First, it will analyze your resume. So what it can do, it will give you a match score, the key strengths, the missing skill, pass or fail decisions based on your resume and the job description. Is it matching or not? And after that, if the score is, let's say, the 70%, 60% off, you will basically pass. If it is the less than 60%, you will fail. So you are unable to sit for the interview. This is nothing but our business logics. And flow control is show or hide the interview sections. If you pass, then it will show you the interview section rounds. Otherwise, it will not going to give you the interview section round. Okay. And then it will, when you are going to pass, it will give you some questions. It basically give you some two easy questions based on interview questions and based on resume and job description. It's basically for the screening, resume screening and the interview systems that you are passing or you're not, then he may call you for the buyback. Okay. And answer evaluations and evaluative answers that you submitted. And based on that, it will give you some scores and final decisions, and you can see on here. And whatever the output, it will give you the match score, the strength, the missing skill, the final decision. Let's say in my resume, let's say I have some missing of the, let's say, deep learning. So it will give you the missing skills so that you can later and you can actually keep your skill up and you can apply for the job again. And interview round, you can show the questions, the capture answers, and final evaluations, question scores, question discourse, average scores, and the final misses that you are selected or not. So in this case, you can be using the Groq LLaMA 3.1 in here, but we are going to be using here LLaMA 3.3 version model. LangChain, the PyPDF, the Gradio, and Pythons. So what are the key features you can see on here, and that's the use cases. Okay. Now let's start to creating here the full applications in Google Colab and try to check that how it actually basically working. So here's the code, a simple code. You don't need to worry about that. You'll get this code in the video description and the GitHub links. So first, let's go on the Groq. This is our Groq because we need also accessing here our API key. So you can see here, this is the background, here you can submit your messages and you can also get your answers. So if I go in this API key sections, you know, to creating here an API, and if you go on the dashboard, you can see the dashboard, how it look like, the HTTP response, which model you're actually using it here. And you can also go to the docs and you can check the models and you can use any other model from here. I'm going to choosing here this LLaMA 3.3 versatile, or you can using here this model, whatever you can, okay? So let's go on here. And now let's see how can you basically creating our applications based on our system designs. So first you need installing the PEEP by Groq, the LangChain. I just give it a version. You can also remove this. PyPDF and the Gradio. So Groq is nothing but for accessing here our large language model, and LangChain is for creating here our system flow. And then PyPDF is for extracting here the data from the PDF file. And after that, you're going to basically import in here. So from Groq, import here the Groq and import Gradio as 0 and import ARI for regular expressions, because in terms of job descriptions are the PDFs, you might have some kind of actually errors. Okay, I got some error. Your runtime has disconnected due to inactivity of reaching maximum durations. Okay, I need to reconnect it again. Okay, it's connected. So it's also removing this thing. That's why we need to import here the array. And then from LangChain community documents loaders, import here the PyPDF documents loaders, because it's also loading here documents. So how can you actually load our documents? You can load it by our UI success. Okay. And that is, you can see we actually import here this recursive character splitter because we already discussed about that, why it's needed. And then I give it here API key and also creating here client of that. Don't use this one, I'll debug it after creating here these projects. And then step number 1 is resume analyzer. First, into resume analyze the resume that is matching with our job description or not. And then that's why I creating here a function called analyze the resume, which is taking here the file and the job descriptions that is passing from here. Okay, so you can go to Google and search for the job descriptions and you can take one of them. Okay, and we're creating here try and accept block or try and accept block on here, try not catch because this is the Python programming language. And then we're checking that if the file is uploaded or not. If the file is uploaded, we can go further and we can using the PyPTable loaders and you can basically load it. And then we're passing here inside our recursive character text splitter. See, we're just following here the everything that we discussed in our system designs. Okay, so chunk file is equal to 300 and chunk overlap is 30. You can give any of them. And splitter.split documents of documents, and then you simply can do add out of context. Now see how you are basically passing here your context or your data to a large language model. You should give some instruction. That's called the prompt. Okay. So you can see prompt. You are a senior AI recruiter. You just give it here and text, or you can just give it here and name, or you just give it here an assignment that yes, think that you are an AI recruiter. Okay. So use emoji, bold text, and formatting. So context is resume and job description is this one. And output it into give it to your match score, which is match with the resume and the job descriptions. Key strengths, the missing skill, the final decisions, and the messages. And after that, you're going to passing here our large language model. You can see we are going to using here LLaMA 3.1 8B resistance. So you can also using here this one. You can just going to copy this out, and you can basically pass it to here. You can use any of that. Okay. And after that, you give it your role as a users and the prompt. It's called the role-based AI because we just give it here a roles. Okay, senior AI recruiter. It will act like that. And then response the choice, we're taking here the first choice and extracting the score from here because in score it might have the regular expressions in terms of AI, some static signs. So you're just going to removing these static signs and we're matching with that scores and it's going to passing them. So if the score is greater than 16, it will going to generating here the 2 easy interview questions, not hard. Or you can also generating 2 easy interview questions, or you can generate here 2 DSA questions. It's up to you. Okay, what kind of interview you're going to taking out. And then context and job descriptions and questions, and you can see same model. You're going to use it here. You can also use it here the same model. Let's say LLaMA 3.37 in bird style, and you need to calling it here 2 times because first it will try to checking for the matching of the resume and the job descriptions, and next it will checking for the answers. Okay, I mean journey for the answers. And step number 3 is answer evaluations. It will evaluate the answers that is matching or not, and then it will give you a description that is a pass or not. If it is greater than 7 or equal, it will pass, otherwise it will fail. And again, it will checking for here, and you're using here the model 3 times. Okay, we're using here this model 3 times C. Okay, and UI designs, you can see you give it here a themes. You can give it to any kind of theme as well, and headers, and then a state. Because we also maintain the state because of we have the 2 sections. One is nothing but for uploading here the PDF file, I mean our resume, as well as the job descriptions, and then it will checking here that if it is a pass or not. And then second one is the interview rounds. That's why I need to create maintaining here on a state. And then after that, you're simply going to check in the file, upload, the job descriptions, analyze buttons, you're analyzing these things. Okay. And then we have the second one that's called the interview sections because after that it will have the again another buttons. So the interview section button is appear when it is passed, otherwise it's not going to open. And then interview round and start the interview, and you can see that. And after that you have the analyze functions, which is basically analyzing here the resume that you actually pass it to here. And if it is greater than 60%, it will going to analyze them, otherwise it's not generated. Okay. And you have the analyze button that click, and it will basically analyzing here the inputs and outputs, and it will start the interview, and you can see on here, and then after that you'll actually evaluate it. Okay, so you can see on here, I'm not going to discuss it on here because this is not the actual thing. The actual thing is on here. That's why I just going to discuss this thing on here. You can just go and go to the GitHub, and you can go get all the code on here because it's super simple. And if you have the basic knowledge of the Gradio, you can basically initialize this thing. You can see that how it basically working. It means that in our cases, we have the three things: analyze the section, the interview section, the analyze functions, the evaluate. Okay, and after the launch. Okay. So what I can do, I'm simply going to shift enters, or you can also clicking here this button as well. So in order to evaluate here the system. So what I can do, I'm just going to go on here and let's say search for a machine learning job. Let's say machine learning job in Bangalore. Let's selecting any of them. So I'm going to selecting here. Let's say, okay, let's select this one. Senior machine learning engineers, the Uber. So what I can do, I'm going to copy here this full descriptions. From here, you can choose any of them. Okay. So copy this out, Ctrl C. And then after that, I'm simply going to go on here and maybe it should be loaded. Yep. And click on here. And then I'm simply going to the full screen mode. And then I'm going to upload here the job descriptions as well as uploading here the resume. Let's click on here and I'm going to uploading here my own resume. Let's selecting these ones. And let's click on analyze the candidate. Okay, you can see match score of 85%. So key strengths, the strong research background. And you can see this one, missing skill is a specific ML model deployment experience. Yes, I don't add it here in my resume. That's why missing. And direct experience with the large scale systems, the cross-functional collaborations, it's not also here. Okay. Okay, no problem. And it also check my missing skill and I had to update it. And you can see message conversation on a strong match score, 85% is match scores. So I can call for an interview round. Now we can click on start interview. So you can see that it will give me the questions. So can you describe the situation where you had to design and implement a machine learning models to solve a complex business problem, and how did you measure its success? And how do you approach the collaborations between the cross-functional systems such as product, data science, and engineering to translate the business needs to machine learning solutions, and what strategy do you use to ensure effective communications and technical directions? Okay. The first question is, can you describe a situation where you had to design and implement the machine learning models to solve a complex business problem? So first, what I need to do, I just need to actually check the data set. If the data set is belong to time series, or if the data set belongs to the regression models, or if the data set is based on the finance. So I have to taking the decision based on that, and I can measure it that what kind of machine learning model actually apply on here. Okay. So I can give my answers. And second one is, how do you approach the collaboration between cross-functional teams, such as product, data science, engineering to translate? You can give it to here after you, what kind of answers you can give. And you can give it to here and you can click on evaluate. Okay. So I'm going to take it from ChatGPT. Okay. And let's go to pass it here, my answers. Okay. So I take the answer from the ChatGPT that you can see on here. So first one is designing and implementing a ML model for business problems. So you can see the tasks and actions and data exploration that I am already talking about. The feature engineering, the problem similarity plus ranking tasks rather than the simple classifications. Implementing and hybrid approach. Yes, you can apply here the ANNs or any kind of transformer model you can actually apply on here. This kind of information that you can give it to your answers. And second one is quite cross-functional collaboration approach. It's basically that how can you basically collaborate with the team. Okay, let's click on evaluate. Now let's see what kind of answer you can got actually. So you can see here we got 9 out of 10. Okay, it means that we passed. So the answer demonstrated a strong ability to design and implement machine learning model for complex business problems to collaborate effectively with cross-functional teams. Okay, cool. We passed, but via the ChatGPT. Okay. But no problem, I can also solve this problem as well. So it's up to you that how can you basically creating here a smart requirement AI. You can also change based on your requirement that how to creating here your requirement system, or how to act your requirement AI systems. Okay, so you can change the prompt based on that. Okay, I just give it to you an basic idea that how can you basically creating here the system. You can also make it improve. So that's it from my side. I hope you enjoyed the full tutorial and make sure to subscribe to the channel and share with friends. थोड़ा सब्सक्राइब कम गया है, व्यू भी कम गया है, तो सब्सक्राइब कर देना भाई, व्यू ज़्यादा थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. थैंक यू, बाय बाय.